Jason Earnhardt, your guide at Levels for Guitar. And I wanted to create some videos designed to help you troubleshoot problems that may have been caused by not properly learning the fundamentals. And today's topic is going to be rhythm. And there's a way to strum the guitar that's going to sync your body up with the counts. And so it's a problem that's commonly overlooked amongst a guitarist. And I think that if you watch this video, it's going to have an immediate impact on your playing. Now there's so much to cover in the area of rhythm, and so I want to stick to the basics today. We're going to be dealing with quarters, eighths, and 16th notes. If you want to get more involved into the details of this study, join us at Levels for Guitar. Now one of the biggest problems that I see with rhythm guitar players is that their body is out of sync with the count. And so they're working against themselves. It's inefficient. And what I'm going to show you here, it's going to help you to sync your body up with those counts. And it's going to help you to move smoother as you play the rhythms. And if you think of a dancer, they tend to put their foot down on the count. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to put our arm down on the count, or we're going to play a downstroke on the count. And that's going to sync us up much like it would a dancer. This top number in 4/4 time signature is telling us to count to 4. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that's the first thing you have to do is you have to vocalize the count. So get your brain in sync with the count. Now we can get our body in sync with the count. This bracket here is telling us to play a downstroke over this chord, and we're going to be using a G major chord in this exercise. So as you're counting to 4, I want you to play downstrokes over that G major chord. And count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's important that you say the counts as you play the downstrokes. On this first exercise, we're going to play downstrokes over a G major chord on counts 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. And if you can count and play that at the same time, you're ready for eighth notes. Time to move on to the eighth notes. And what we're dealing with here are the counts 1, 2, 3, 4 as before, but these eighth notes are twice as fast as quarter notes. And so what you're going to be doing is you're going to be saying and on the upbeat, just like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And what you're going to do is you're going to maintain your downstrokes on the counts. And when you get to the and beat, you're going to perform an upstroke. And that's what this V symbol here means. It's telling you to play an upstroke. And so we're doing downstrokes on the downbeat and upstrokes on the upbeat. You'll feel a lift with your body as you play the upstroke. So it sounds like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And so the first thing I would do is just work on the count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And once you've established that, then play along with me. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, 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 down, up. And if you can count and play eighth notes at the same time, then you're ready to move on into 16th notes. And that's what we have here, 16th notes. 16th notes are twice as fast as eighth notes, and they're 4 times as fast as quarter notes. The count is still the same. We still have count 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're cramming 4 sounds inside of one count. And so here's how you do that. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. And if you look at these brackets here, we're still playing downstrokes on the count. That's the downbeat. And you just use alternate down and up strokes. Down, up, 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 down, up. And you'll notice on the and beat, which is an upbeat, you're playing a downstroke on that upbeat. And that's okay. We do that with 16th notes. So it doesn't have to be consistent with the 8th notes. Just remember, on 16th notes, you're playing down and up strokes alternate, and you count it 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Once you establish that, play along with me. 1, 2, 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a down up 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 down up. And make sure that you play and count at the same time. Very important. And if you can do that, we can start combining quarters, eighths, and 16th notes to create our own strumming patterns. Well, since you're not with me here in studio, I've decided to go ahead and create this rhythm pattern for you. But you can do this at home on your own. We still have counts 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can mix these rhythm figures up any way you want. If you want to put 4 16th notes on count 1, go for it. If you want to put 8 notes on count 3, go for it. You can jumble these up any way you want. The rules remain the same. We play downstrokes on the downbeats or on the counts. And these figures are just as we learned in the first 3 exercises. So let's establish the count first. 1, 2, and 3. 4 E and a 1, 2, and 3. 4 E and a. If you can do that successfully, you can now begin strumming as you count out loud. Very important to count as you strum. It's going to help you to develop this habit. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3. 4 E and a 1, 2, and 3. 4 E and a down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. And if you can do that with no mistakes, you're in great shape. Well, I hope I've made you aware of syncing the body up with the count. You might want to go and check out the songs that you've been playing for a while and learn the counting scheme, whether it's a 3 count or a 4 count, and then check to see that your hand is going down on the downstroke. If not, make necessary adjustments. I think you're going to find that it's going to make your playing a lot more fluid. Well, anyway, that's all I got for this video segment. We're going to try to do more of these to expose common problems and solutions to fix those. I'm Jason Earnhardt from Levels for Guitar.